How you guys doing, boys and girls? It's Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast, where I go and look at loot and plays and strategy specifically designed for GPPs. This is a show for people who are already informed on daily fantasy sports and how these contests operate. If you have any questions related to NASCAR, this is a stupid question, feel free to shoot them away on Twitter at BrandonCruzDFS. Most importantly, take everything here with a grain of salt and use your best judgment when making entries. Additionally, if you have a gambling addiction, that's just not my problem. Check your sense of fiends at the door. We're talking about the NASCAR All-Star Race. I'm straight up. I am not paying much attention to this race for daily fantasy. I'm playing two lineups in the 15, maybe two lineups in the 4. That's about it. I have very little interest in putting money on this race. I have very little interest in the race itself. It's all gimmicks. It's all gimmicks. We'll still talk about the drivers. We'll break it down for you. But I would honestly advise, don't waste your money on this, okay? Put the money towards the Xfinity. Put the money towards the Truck Series. That's what I'm going to be doing this week. And if you don't want to do that, just skip this week. Skip this week for NASCAR. Just it's not even worth it. Okay, this is a mess. Don't play a lot of money. That's just how it is. So let's go ahead and really start talking about it here. And first it already changed. Did anybody else get that Coyote ad where you get a little skid steer or something coming across and you can't click anything and it just ruins everything? I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining too much. Anyway, I'm bringing this up just to show you the All-Star format right here, because I know I've already had people ask me, what's going on? How does it work? I don't know what it works yet, and I don't have ad blocker, so forgive me. What is that? We got whatever. I don't even care. Here's how the race is going to go. Okay, so you got 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4 round, 5 round, 6 rounds, 15 lap, 15 lap, 15 lap, 30, 10. And then you get an invert, which is going to be anywhere from 8 to 12, in and out of these segments. And the only segment I think would be worth targeting for fast laps or laps led is round 5, and it's because you have 30 laps. Oh man, 30 laps of fast laps or laps led. That's about it. With all the invert and everything, I'm only caring about place differential in this race. I do not care about fast laps. I do not care about laps led. I don't care. I'm just focusing on place differential. But I brought this up just so you can see the rules. So nobody asked me, because I don't want to go over this. We've already talked about it on the Dirty Air podcast. Here's the format. Go right ahead, knock yourselves out with that. Let's talk about the All-Star Racing and Pacing series up here. Actually, I need to take these off. I forgot to do that. We're getting a total of 21 drivers in this race. Hope it's 21. I'm pretty sure it's 21. 4 drivers. 3 from the open, 1. And I apologize. I got a bunch of crap on the screen here. So you get winner of open 1, 2, 3, and then the fan vote. And this just helped my stuff because I put the salaries here and it helps on the back end. So that's why I have the ones here. I'm focusing on place differential. So Kyle Larson should be quick, should be very fast. I'm sure he's gonna lead a good portion of the first segment or these first couple Actually, let me bring this over so I can look at this. Not sound like a moron. So round 1 is 15 laps. Now they've cut the horsepower down this week. I don't think it's going to do anything. Personally, I'm not on the boat of it's going to be, like a mini Talladega. They've been saying that shit for years with the Gen 6, okay? They were saying that forever when they're trying to do the 550 package. Now it will be, kind of a pack race because, these stages are only 15 laps. So if you look at Charlotte, if you look at Kansas, if you look at Kentucky, if you look at all, even Las Vegas, the field is together for about the first 3 to 4, 5 laps after a restart. So if that's what they're referring to the pack as, I mean, I guess, I guess 33% of your stages or your rounds, will be in a pack, but people are still going to spread out. People are still going to get through the field. And I guarantee we're going to have mix-ups in the lineup at some point. Somebody's going to make a mistake. Somebody's going to not know what they're doing. Somebody's not going to understand the rules from NASCAR, because we've seen NASCAR bring rules into the All-Star race before, and drivers don't know what they're doing. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have guys mess up in and out of rounds. So yet again, I'm not caring about fast laps or laps led. I know I saw Some people talking about on Twitter that they still want to play Larson this week. I'm not interested in Larson. If I could get this to type, I hope my keyboard did not die. Nope, we're still good. I'm not playing Larson. I'm not playing Bush. I'm not playing Bell. Not playing Dillon or and Custer. And even if you look at the salaries, you know, okay, you know, Larson, you know, king of the castle right now in NASCAR, but everybody else is priced pretty bad because they understand that DraftKings understands that this is a place differential race. And that's why you have, you know, the 3 guaranteed fast cars in the back, Ryan Blaney, which I'm going to play, Hamlin, which I'm going to play, Bowman, which I'm going to play. You know, they price these guys up because everybody knows that, hey, they're going to go this way. I'm not looking at track history at Texas. I mean, I'm playing place differential. These guys are going to have so many pit stops. These guys do not care about long runs. They're setting these cars up for 15-lap segments. If your car is trash in the 30-lap segment, so be it. You know, this is a short race. They're racing for $1 million. Like, God, dude, this is such a it's a farce. It's not an all-star race. Imagine the Pro Bowl, but instead of the Pro Bowl, they instead of 4 quarters, you have like 8, and then they handicap certain receivers or they start team. I mean, it's a gimmick. This is a gimmick race. And so, you know, in my 2 lineups, like I said, I'm chasing place differential, and that would probably start at Keselowski. It's going to start here, and then it certainly increases as we go along. Now, I want to talk about the drivers who I think are going to get in because I think we can go ahead and put Bubba last. We're going to put we'll put him in capital letters, Bubba. I'm pretty sure Bubba starts last in this race because he's going to get the fan vote. That's just how it is. He got the fan vote last year, and he got wrecked by McDowell and didn't get in. But Bubba doesn't have the speed to win any of these open stages, and so he's going to start dead last. I expect Bubba to have a lot of ownership because he's starting dead last. Can't lose you anything. He would honestly be the only guy I'm considering playing in one line or completely fading because I want the upside of the cars who basically have practice on this track in one on. I know it's going to be during the day, or the Open's going to be on a hotter track, and the All-Star race is at night. But I would much rather carry the guys who are going to be, you know, Open 1, Open 2, Open. If I can spell Open 3. You know, these are the guys that I like. And really how the format is, it's going to reward just place differential, like I said. And so, you know, Bubba's going to start last. If you want to fade him, you can. I'm really debating just fading Bubba because he's going to be dead last and just really focusing on guys starting 20th to 9th. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah, that's just how it's going to be. We're going to have so many inverts. We're going to have so many guys, you know, losing lead when they shouldn't, and then getting the lead when they certainly don't have the car to do it. I'm sure there's going to be games that try and, you know, run 8th to get an invert or run 12th, and it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I'm not going to bullshit you here. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a sporting event. So, you know, if I get beat by somebody who plays Christopher Bell or Kyle Busch or Kyle Larson and they lead, they can fly through the field, they can continuously get fast laps, so be it. But if this race is going to be a lot of restarts, which we already know restarts are unpredictable, they change the course of racing or of the races. We've seen, you know, pretty much whoever leads is whoever has the line that pushes him the best. We have Texas Motor Speedway, which is a one-groove racetrack. Turn 1 is absolutely horrible. They destroyed turns 1 and made it a flat corner that has one groove, and nobody's going to use the middle because unless they're forced to. You know, you have the inside lane, you have the middle lane, and then you have like another lane right here. Then you got a crap load of PJ1. You know, like the PJ1 is going to be worked in a little bit from the Xfinity Series, a little bit from the Truck Series, but I don't think it's going to really do anything up until like round 3 or 4 in this stupid All-Star race. So it's not like you're going to be seeing these wild moves being made on the outside of the corner. And then even with less downforce, if you have any off-throttle time, you're losing time on the guys in front of you. And so I would imagine most of the fast laps are not going to come from the leader, and it's not going to come from the people in the back, despite the fact we're going to be, you know, kind of in a pack. I think it's going to be the car either second or third on the inside lane on these early restarts, and then whoever can get out in clean air, that's who's going to have the fast laps. And I don't want to waste a ton of time trying to predict how round 4 or how round 5 or how round 6 is going to go when it gets to the end, where maybe it's the safe way. Maybe it's boring, but I'm just chasing place differential. That's all I'm gonna do in this race, and I would suggest you do the same. If you look at my content this week, I'm putting my normal time into Truck and Xfinity, but I'll probably make the videos longer just because I think that's what you should put your money towards and your time towards this week. This All-Star race is just a waste of time in my opinion, and it's going to be entertaining to watch. Hopefully they wreck the field, but other than that, we're chasing place differential. Excuse me. Need to make Alex Bowman an A. But that's about it. I haven't talked to Jordan. I forgot if we're going to do a live show this week for the All-Star race. Do we really need to? I don't know. If you guys want it, let us know. But I think it just clear as day, place differential. I think the optimal lineup is going to come from 9th to 21st. I think that's just how it's going to be. And if you look at previous All-Star races and things of that nature, obviously last year was at Bristol, more laps, things like that. Elliott ran away with it. When you look at other races at Charlotte, they didn't invert the field 15,000 times. They didn't have all these rules. They didn't have, obviously they had rules and stuff, but I mean, this race is going to shuffle the field up so many times. Does the guy who wins $1 million really deserve it? Is he really the best driver? I don't think so. So keep that in mind. If you want to try and be different, fade Bubba. If it's like a plate track and everybody's playing guys from the back, Bubba should be the highest owned, or whoever gets the fan vote should be the highest owned driver. So I think I would fade that, or fade 20th, fade 19th, and then try and target, Keselowski, Truex, Harvick. We'll knock McDowell down as well. Follow the big boys. We're probably going to have a lot of chalk on Newman, just due to his pricing. Maybe McDowell, but I mean, if you're playing all the guys in the 9K range, you don't need like that super low guy. And I find it funny. Like, it would be awesome if a Rick Ware car won it, because DraftKings didn't even add the Rick Ware cars here, and everybody with a charter has to run this race. So I think that'll be funny. But like, if Briscoe races his way in, if Suarez races his way in, if Buescher races his way in, if I already said Wallace is going to be in here. Basically, we're having Wallace as the cheap guy. That's another reason why I think Wallace is going to be incredibly highly owned. If everybody's trying to build a lineup around the 9K, around the 8K guys, you're going to end up going to a 6K range. And right now, it's guaranteed to be McDowell, Newman, and Custer. Like I just mentioned the guys before, if these guys race in, that's just going to increase the amount of ownership to the 6K range. And so maybe the play is to not play any of the 6K range as well. That's just kind of how it is. I can't really make projections right now just because we don't know the drivers in here. And so, that's kind of how it is. So best of luck this week, guys. I wouldn't play a ton of money in this All-Star race. Just that's just my advice. That's where it boils down to.